Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome and greetings to all here. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Now we are going to start the debate competition organized by charfassion Govt Barret Model Secondary School of 2022. The motion of today's debate is human can't do anything to control the course of nature. And there we have Sabiha, the first speaker, If the second speaker, and Jitu, the leader of Team A, and they will speak in favor of today's motion. Here we have Maisha, first speaker, Tahia, the second speaker, and Nuha, the leader of Team B. And today they will speak against the motion. Now I am requesting Sabia from team A to deliver his speech.
Honorable moderator, dear judges, dear opponent, and all present here, my cordial good wishes to all and assalamu alaikum. The motion of today's debate is humans can't do anything to control the course of nature, and I will speak for it. Today's topic is very logical and it can be called the universal truth. Firstly, I want to say, what is nature? Nature is all the animals, plants, and all the things in the world that are not made by people. And its events and process are not caused by people, as the grasses that grow wild in nature. And ecological balance is also nature. Honorable moderator, we all know that nature creates nothing or nobody. It is a free will agent who have ever succeeded in changing the movement of nature. The straight answer to the question is huge, no, nothing else. Humans or people can't change the natural course, and as we cannot control landslide, earthquakes, floods, forest fires, we can only curb them. Nature rates its curse, and people have nothing to do controlling its curse. If we, the humans, can adapt to natural disasters, we think that maybe we can control the course of nature, but it is the biggest mistake of us. Natural forces, positive or negative, can neither be dominated nor be changed. The only thing we, the human, try to save ourselves from these forces. So there is no denying the motion of today's debate. Thank you, honorable moderator. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sabiha, for giving your opinion. Now, Maisha, I want to hear from you, the first speaker of Team B.
Thank you, honorable moderator, to give me a chance. The main topic of the debate is human can't do anything to control the course of nature. A very logical reason, I am against illogical motion. I don't realize that why my opponent, first speaker, tried to make us misled with their bad, abominable ideas. What is nature? Nature is that all the animals, plants, and other things of the world that was not made by people but controlled by people. In the meantime, the first speaker of my opinion said that nature is free will agent. That is wrong concept. And then she said that natural curse like rain, flood, or drought, especially earthquake, was and will be controlled by nature itself. To mislead us again and again. Everyone knows to it that nature has a complex web to nature. Nature has a complex web to maintain. To be true, our irresponsible activities can directly, indirectly affect the nature. Moreover, our flood, drought, and rain, especially earthquake, it is controlled by man being. If we can do anything against nature, the nature reaps. So it can be never acceptable that human can do anything to control the course of nature. Hope our opponents will realize the fact. So thank you all.
Thank you, Maisha. Now, Giti, the second speaker from Team A, the stage is yours.
Dear president, dear opponent, and honorable moderator, dear to all who are listening to me, assalamu alaikum. The first speaker of our opponent tries her best to refute and establish facts, but who can be dealing the universal truth? We all the logic and ideas she has shown to us may be pleasant to listen, but not to be practical to all. We all know that nature was and will be controlled by nature on itself. So, from no aspect, the motion of today's debate can be dealt. We all know nature follows the laws of nature. No one can deny it, no one can stop it.
we human people just can be aware of self-defense, but we cannot stop the curse of nature. If people can change the course of nature, then they could stop the fall of river. But can they stop the fall of river? Of course not. If people can change the course of nature, then many people would die in floods every year. If people could change the course of nature, then many people wouldn't die in floods every year. People barricade for self-defense, but they can't stop the curse of nature. Of course, respected moderator, the first speaker of our opponent said that the humans are responsible for earthquakes. But how human are responsible for earthquakes? People stay their house to avoid earthquakes. But can people stop earthquakes? Last year, the coronavirus injured the whole world. Humans still have not been able to prevent coronavirus in anyone. They only try to defend themselves. But can people remove coronavirus from our world? Of course not. The, respected moderator, notice one thing. Wouldn't there have been a natural curse about 500 years ago? Of course, it would. But then there was no substance to pollute water. On that time there was not much population in our world. But then, because of natural disaster, many nations had ruined. But what is the result? I wish I will get them.
Thank you, Yuti, for telling us your point of view. And now the second speaker of Team B, Tahira, we are requesting you to give your speech in front of us.
Honorable moderator, dear opponents, and all presented there, my cordial good wishes to all. Today's topic of our debate is mankind do anything to control the curse of nature, and I'm against this illogical notion for very illogical. We humans have a lot to do with it. If we say that human can control the climate change, it will be like the thought of ancient people. This is relative, and now the earth is controlled by the human. That there is no control of human on nature. We human use the natural property and hamper them. Human are the main cause for natural disaster, and I mean the present everyone will agree with me. I think our opponent is presented now, and now the earth is controlled by the human. Our opponents are trying to prove that there is no control of human on nature. We human use the natural property and hamper them, and human is the main causes for climate change. And I think the present everyone will agree member have forgot our debate topic. We are not talking to stop the natural motion. We are talking that human can control the natural motion. I think our opponent second member have forgot our debate topic. We are not talking to stop the natural motion. We are only talking to control the natural motion. Because we don't can stop the natural motion. Because this is not in our hands. The climate disasters are earthquake, flood, tsunami, cyclone, etc. Don't you know the reason of this problem? If we tell that they happen automatically, this will be funny because nothing can happen automatically. I'm giving some points to you, which is causes climate change. Underhousing is a great problem now. Had a great impact on the nature and which is causes for earthquake. Taking of the sand from the river reduces its navigability and it causes the river to break. Ozone layer is creating damage due to regular evaporation. However, rays from the sun equally protect the ozone layer and fall directly on the earth, causing sea level rise and ice melt. At last, I have to say that human is the main cause for the climate change and natural disaster, and they also can control the natural motion. Thank you, honorable moderator, and thanks to all.
Thanks to Tahira for giving her logical speech. And now I'm gonna hear from Jitu, the leader of Team A.
Assalamualaikum. Represent our honorable moderator, our honorable judges, my dear opponent, and all of us. At first, take my part of love and respect. Today our debate is continuous, and today's topic for debate is human can do anything to control the course of nature. For some logical matter, I am standing here to speak in favor of this topic. At first, I would like to thank for making me stand here as the third speaker of the first and second speaker of the team already have spoken informatively and logically. Now I would like to just include a few more things. Natural causes and forces are the global or universal phenomena. The course of nature always runs on its own. Every day, the sun rises in the east and there is a tectonic. By the method of natural course, trees, hills, animals, and humans are growing day by day. But if all the people of the by the method of natural course, hills, trees, animals, and humans are growing day by day. But all the people of the world, if trying their best, can they make the sun rise in the west or at night? First, try to check the moment of ocean flow. The correct answer of this question will be a big no and none. Climate change, global warming, earthquake, etc. are also the element of nature. The changes of these natural elements are influenced by the work activities of people. Human can work for reducing the impact of the changes, but it's impossible for them to control these changes from the ordinary. My government, you can say we are talking without having any scientific proof, but don't forget that all the my government, you can say that we are talking without having any scientific proof, but don't forget that all the scientists of the world made and are making all the theories with the creation of Almighty God. That's why they haven't been able to change the course of nature in any way, and so they have been teaching people how to adapt to nature in the since. But still, why the opponents stand against it is understandable for me. People can consider their influences on the course of nature. My dear opponent, you were trying to make everyone understand that if people do their best, they could control all the problems of nature. But as you were speaking so strongly, I think that they need to have some proof. But where is this? Now I would like to add something. My dear opponent tried to make us false to everyone with their opinions, but they also know that this all are not correct. This they are saying. And I would like to tell to the second speaker of my opponent group, we are not think like the primitive cause. From the primitive time to now, no one could control the course of nature. If they could control the course of nature, maybe thousands of people wouldn't have to suffer from the injustice of the nature all throughout the year. To speak the very truth, human can do anything to control the course of nature. That's why, despite the thousands of stages, the world is moving according to certain rules. Hope your counterpart will relate back and will ultimately issue our opinion for the motion. Thank you everyone for listening actively, and a big thank you all on behalf of my team. Thank you.
Thank you, Jitu, for delivering your speech. Now, I want to request Nuha, the last speaker and the leader of Team B, for delivering her speech. Hope we will get a conclusion of today's debate.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, honorable moderator, for giving me such a great opportunity to do something in front of you. Today's debate continues, and the main topic of our is selected that human can do anything to control the course of nature. I and my team are starts against it. My opposite team raised some illogical and unscientific arguments in their speech. And the first speaker of my group raised some illogical arguments in their speech. First of all, in my opponent's team, second speaker said about COVID-19. I think they forget the topic of our debates. Today, we have discussed about nature, and COVID-19 is not the part of nature. And however, we are able to control COVID-19 by vaccine and awareness. And they also should remember that, but we don't say to stop nature. Stop nature. Nature moves at its own path, but we can make nature to a however, nature moves at its own path, but we can make nature flow in both positive and negative direction to our daily activities. Yeah.
global warming, climate change, and various natural diseases are occurring due to our unconscious action. At the same way, our awareness activities can give us a healthy and beautiful environment. So, are not changes, natural changes are not. This change a part of control over nature in a broader sense. So, we will answer it. Remember that if man doesn't disappoint nature, nature will not disappoint man. And Honorable Madam, let's some information. 22 million tons of carbon monoxide is being stored in the air every year, and the amount of the acid rain is increasing day by day. Green forests are rapidly being destroyed. A huge amount of oxygen is displacing in air every year, and various dangerous chemicals which is used to protect our crops are entering the human body and cause and many different diseases. Not only that, 80% of new diseases are being created in the world due to environment pollution. And to be honest, we are responsible for everything. So I can only say that human can do anything to control the course of nature. Thank you, my honorable moderator, and thanks to all.